following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
There were rumors.
I didn't hurt anyone when I left. I'm sure you know I wouldn't.
All I know is you disappeared.
Well, that's the truth, I guess.
Maybe one day we can have a drink and you can tell me some of the specifics.
Oh, he'd like that. You should stop by the Citadel sometime. You'll find him wherever drinks are sold.
I can believe that.
Looks to see if Mum's in earshot range. Hopefully she's not. Then, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you've been doing something with yourself.
It's actually been a lot of fun.
That's good, that's
Yeah.
good. I was worried about, the rumors and everything.
Well,
I had heard that you had been outcast.
Well, that's true. Fascinatus, technically, to the fleet.
Yes.
Fast Sentinel out here.
I can't believe they were willing to let such a fantastic galaxy-renowned doctor go.
Wait, doctor?
Oh, not a doctor.
Wait, what?
I've tried to tell you this like 5 times now.
Why have you never told me?
Explosives expert would probably be the...
That's not doctoring.
I'm aware.
Oh my god, you've been treating people?
Well, I mean, I did study a lot of things before my pilgrimage. And I did just sort of hold on to a lot of
I
information.
can't believe I've had faith in you.
Just 2 years of tech school.
Hey, don't knock that.
How have you been?
Ticking along, I suppose.
Still surfing on the rain?
I go where I'm needed now. It's harder over the recent years to just stay to one ship when others need help.
Things are rough then?
There's been a lot of ships that are getting old. And not a lot of replacements lately.
Then I just have to find more ships out here.
Yes. So I've been spending a lot of time off ships looking for more ships.
There are a lot of pirates out there.
Yes. And it certainly doesn't help when one or two preys on one of our weaker vessels and takes it out.
Maybe the fleet needs to close up a little bit.
It's the sectors they've been traveling through lately.
Where is the fleet at the moment?
It should be around about here, and he points to basically an area in the terminus systems.
Please tell me it's the Perseus Veil.
No.
I guess it's rough everywhere in the terminus system.
There's not a lot of resources where we've been traveling through, so whenever we get an inkling there might be something, they may be not as cautious as they should be. rushing to try and obtain it before someone else can or before someone notices.
Can't let those ships go dark, I guess.
A lot of people have been shooing us away, so we've been a little more isolated lately.
I didn't notice it when I was working on my pilgrimage, I guess. I had a good group and we were kind of isolated. And then when I first left the fleet again, mostly just bounty hunting, so I didn't encounter, well, I only really encountered the bad guys. But I've definitely noticed a lot of Quarian hatred.
All we see was parasites sweeping in, taking up resources that don't necessarily belong to them, stripping areas clean and then moving on.
Focused.
The Citadel would just give us some support, but
Not gonna happen.
I probably shouldn't be saying it, but we kind of deserve it. Don't tell Pa I said that.
Well, I'm not gonna question the initial decision they made, but I will question the length of time they've decided to stick by it.
Yeah, I can't imagine why it's not almost like every time something like Geth research comes up, a Quarian is behind it trying to make AIs, thus fully justifying.
Yep.
Behind every guess there is a Quarian.
Mumbai was standardized.
Hey, maybe out here I can change at least a few people's minds.
Well, I mean, getting an Asari award would be at least
Good first step.
A non-porn one. Although, if you wanted to.
And then you can pawn it.
You could use $50.
Rule 34 Zardos,
I mean-
make it happen, someone.
You must have almost become an expert on porn during the
Pirate
thing,
porn.
Both kinds.
the very thing that got you on this mission in the first place.
Oh, what a great tactical decision that was!
You're welcome.
Well, we should probably get back up on stage before this whole thing kicks off.
Of course, we can always catch up when you're done.
Yeah, when are you leaving?
Tomorrow.
Alright. Yeah, I'll see you after.
What's this guy armed with?
Armed well, he's not armed at all at the moment.
Thanks, Krogan, I suppose that's enough.
Yeah.
He is armored, so he hasn't gone for anything formal, just armor. He's polished it up a bit, which is, you didn't see him do that very much when you were with him.
He's trying to make a good impression on his brosif.
This person.
The Protege.
Protege!
It's the Brogan.
So you guys go return to the stage, I take it. Meanwhile, outside.
Rosa's just been doing the folded arms with the scarf and just power walking around the thing. Just she doesn't want to get sweaty because she's wearing a nice dress. Otherwise she'd be running.
So yeah, it's getting to the point where it is only about 10 minutes until the ceremony begins. So
I'll step in her path. Just, it's almost time.
Fantastic.
Are you-
Great, let's get this over with. Good job, let's go.
Forget everything. Don't say anything. Just be there.
Oh, that wouldn't help. Okay.
Let's go.
And now to give the blow-by-blow mission report on what happened. Tess.
I was looking at my cake and then
I'm
things
sorry.
happened.
Bess.
Fuck that bitch. She was the cause of it.
just a scream of bitch and a little tear sleeps.
I mean, I understand she's sealing gang. Cringe.
And Rose and Tiala return to the temple.
Good job. whatever it is you do. Meanwhile,
Good luck
we
with your
found a friend
speech.
of Zardoz. Look, everyone, it's Gorbag.
Still flagged with a question mark?
Oh, I'll change that.
Change it to mostly green. He's a Krogan who knew Zardoz from when he was a little bubble.
Hold on.
Zardoz used to run away from him like he was a Godzilla.
Yes, I did hear that story. So he's the one.
Yeah, that's him.
I understand he's one of the few Krogan who can't shoot a radiation beam.
They could.
No. I'm just gonna...
Well, you've never smelt their breath after a meal?
Let's go sit down.
I wish I was dead.
Oh, yeah, I suppose everybody starts to get ready and get into position.
Just gonna sit down the opposite end of Tiala next to Zardoz. In like the small student punishment seats that these things normally have. God, tiny ass people in their little tiny bitch chairs.
Yeah.
You'd think with badunkadunks like Asari have that they would have bigger seats, but no.
I don't even have holes in the back for your
Forces
tails.
travel, remember?
They do have great back support on the seats, though.
Can't imagine why.
No room to chuck the tails of your coat through, so you have to sit on it.
They might do, because some
my knees are up
Some
here.
Asari outfits do have those little tails, like the
Butt capes.
back capes that Tiela's going to get.
God, we were so close to getting butt capes in COH. The Viets got them, and they were going to make butt cape costume options for the game, but no, they had to pull the plug so that totally successful other game that's not even around anymore could have the money.
I wonder if anything bothered preserving that.
Butt capes, I mean, it's worth it.
No, the horrible game that no longer exists.
Can't imagine. So it didn't exactly have a player base.
What one's that one?
Master times Master or something.
No.
It was like a
It was a Korean RPG.
No.
like a League of Legends ripoff or something.
Well, it wasn't very good. But then again, like, I don't generally like Korean games made for Koreans. They find different things fun than I do.
Yes.
It's not really fair. I have been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV though, and I am enjoying punching things quite a bit. It's a little bit more
I'm pugilist. Yep.
Well, I just genned up another character to see how it went, and like it's generally that meaty animation is quite good. Makes me feel like a big tough man.
With your hot B.
Yeah.
Duh.
I'm trying to find a way to show off more butt.
You can.
Good. Sign me up. Lifetime.
Make you something.
Of course you can.
It's better to have a friend who spent 100 million years doing the crafting stuff and do it yourself. It takes a fucking long.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm just going to try out some more classes and like see what's good.
Dragoon game for life.
I kind of like pugilist. Gladiator was a bit dull, but like I still don't have a ton of skills, so I can't really judge it.
Gladiator goes on to
Warrior.
Paladin.
Oh, Paladin, yeah.
Warrior's
Don't
the
you
X
wind
one.
up being everything anyway?
Yes, you can.
You can.
You can. Yep.
Cynic.
But you can also just play one.
XP.
Well, yeah, everybody starts to settle down.
I'm just going to relax here as Ken pours content into my face.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Matriarch Adela, who was not suspicious.
I love that the new version button takes longer to fire off the sound. It's weird.
Wait, that's a new version button?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. See how long that is?
Yeah,
It's
that
way
is.
longer than the other one. It's supposed to be a better button, but it isn't.
Yeah, because I actually thought, I heard the click and I thought, oh, it's not firing, and then it did. It was
Yeah,
like,
it takes way long to fire off on this button.
but yes,
It's not as good as the black and white button.
Yeah, everyone settles down and she steps up to the podium and says, Matriarchs, matrons, and maidens of the Asari Republics. honoured recipients, and other distinguished guests. Welcome to the Temple of Athame for this prestigious ceremony. Is Logan really sleepy?
Because I can sleep sitting up with my eyes open, looking like I'm listening to someone. So I'm having a little
We are
5-minute nap.
assembled in this holy place to recognise and pay tribute to a group of heroes to the Asari people, to salute and reward those most instrumental in the return of Thessia's greatest treasures, Athame's star. These individuals were not asked to get it back, but they took it upon themselves to see justice done. They succeeded where others did not, thanks to their ingenuity, their tenacity, and their sense of righteousness. Without their efforts, we likely would not have seen Athame's star return to us unharmed. I will now direct you to Matriarch Benezia, who will give a speech. And then... and then there's basically...
You can't actually break the button.
Sorry!
It's okay. It just costs $20. Just give me 20. Who's Matriarch Benezia again?
Who's Matriarch Benezia?
Again, I think I know who it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
She sided with Saren in the games and was voiced by Marina Sirtis.
Why are you saying that sus? At this point, she's fine.
No, in fact, she's like, sorry, cultural ambassador?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's super important.
Yeah.
Her joining Saren was a complete surprise.
Known as a teacher of religion and philosophy.
And this is where you've gotten Marina Sirtis to voice, because you can do that.
No, because what I'm saying is
Fiverr.
you basically have 20 to 25 minutes of like
Various matriarchs.
six matriarchs just giving speeches that have almost nothing to do with
It all sound very
the
similar.
yeah, and all sound very similar.
Oh yeah, I've been to functions. Never asked why.
Like messages about the Asari having to, not rely on isn't the right term, but depend on their allies.
Okay, after about 10 minutes, Rosa's going to be wearing, what the fuck does it have to do with us face?
Tiala, quickly! Motivate her! I know that. But pretend you're CNN for a minute and just toe the narrative. No matter how untrue it might be, in this fictional setting!
Shifty eyes. Raised middle finger. And so, about 25 minutes of this passes, and then eventually Matriarch Adela's back at the stand, and then finally she's like, "So it is with great pride that I present and award the following accolades. First of all, the CSEC officer responsible for the arrest of the instigator of the theft. Sergeant Kanara Tadami, please stand up. I present to you the Indigo Comet, recognizing the efforts of outstanding Asari individuals in preserving Asari art and culture when its existence is threatened." Orson Welles is apparently in the crowd here.
Gotta lead the
Or should I
applause
say
with thunderous...
Charles Foster Kane, specifically. Or perhaps it's actual vampire Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal.
Cannibal, sorry. Yes.
That's a whole nother song.
That's a whole nother song.
I like werewolf bar mitzvah. Boys becoming men.
And
Men
then
becoming wolves. You'd love it.
next, receiving the Star Savior Medal in recognition of the retrieval of Athame's star from criminal elements. The runs responsible for hunting down and retrieving the artifact itself, the Sidewinders. First, Zalo Malvas Sentinel. Please stand up.
Stand.
Takes the award from, or the medal from, an Asari in very sheer clothing, robes and stuff, holding the...
I look somewhat proud.
Aw, Daddy Logain is happy.
I rolled a 10.
Oh. And then, secondly, Rosarita Maria Rodriguez Santiago. Please stand up.
Stand up.
They always get it wrong.
Good. I look
Got
highly
my rover.
proud.
Pins the medal on your chest.
Thank you. Round nice.
Thirdly, and also receiving the Indigo Comet, Tiala Diavo. Please stand up.
I'll stand up.
And you get two
You're indifferent.
awards pinned on you. And finally, Commander Logain Centurius of the Turian Hierarchy. Please stand up.
Oh, that's a good acting role.
And unholy acting talent!
And then we subtract my
tuxedo.
charisma penalty, and
Well, I was surprised he didn't go for white, but then I'm like, no. And then he mentioned the little things, and I'm like, oh, it's shiny Logain. Shiny Logain is black.
Yeah.
I will stand, approach, receive. I will bow down.
Oh, that makes it a bit easier. And then when yours is pinned on you, Adela says, returns to the podium and says, Tiala Diavo would like to say a few words.
Yes, you would like
So
to.
I shall entrust the podium to her for a moment. She turns to Tiala and he steps aside.
On behalf of the Sidewinders, I humbly accept the Star Saviour Award and the Indigo Comet, with thanks to the people of Zasari and Citadel Space. We have not done aught which any other in our position would have. But given the chance, we could not in conscience leave such an important artifact in the hands of such criminals. I am sure any of you would have done the same in our position. I'm deeply moved by the gratitude expressed here. Thank you all. May the goddess watch over you.
There's applause.
Like any good speech, it says the same thing 3 times.
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you, Tiala Diavo. I
Mercifully
humbly
brief.
request that we all give our guests of honor a show of respect to conclude this ceremony. And then there's basically a standing ovation or whatever cultural thing each species likes to do.
The Krogan starts killing and eating people.
It's jelly wrestling in the corner.
I'm eating it like a penguin.
It's just a scary idea.
I must kill and eat the smallest and weakest, picks up Tess. And then goes, wait a minute. Not so small after.
Hey! I'm cute as a button. Very fat button.
And then the ceremony essentially concludes.
God, where was the bomb? Oh God, there's never anything going to happen.
Could
is
happen
there?
at the banquet.
Could happen at the banquet. They could wheel in a cake with a rose through a 7th-story window. The cake looks like a building.
If the building isn't cake.
And then Toshiro Mifune could lock someone up in a munitions factory that's been bombed. You uncultured swine. Capitalist pig! Alright, cool. Right, yay, I don't have to be here anymore.
I mean, you don't.
Well, they're not going to have a dinner here, are they?
No.
Right, where's the trap? Oh, thank you.
The lad.
Thank you, too. Nice.
We made it. We're alive.
Now the hard part.
What do these look like?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm hoping they synergize well
The
with what we've
training.
done as Halo.
Oh, right. I still think that's the easier part.
No.
They're like a...
No, it's... No.
At least not everyone's watching.
There's no
Chromatic.
rules that keep them down there and us up here.
Oh, right.
Now they
chromatic
get to
six-pointed star
talk to us and...
in blue.
Get
backed
our
by, like a
opinions.
silver.
No one's going to want to
So I
talk
could
to
put
me.
it
I'm
right
a
in the
quarry.
center of these
No, that's the
I
problem.
probably just stole the star or something.
No. That's the problem. They may want to ask you things that you've be very careful about. Anything to do with Philatella. Just No comment.
Actually, Zardoz. You should probably go mingle a bit. It'll be good for you. Go say hi to your mom. She'll be very proud. It'll be a thing.
Well, about the operation for the star, I'm sure they'll ask. Will we say? Well, what did we not say?
Will you tell them all about how you researched it in detail? What do you think, Rosa?
Not to,
I'd pay to see that.
I think that would tarnish our reputation too much.
Go easy on detail.
Embellish a wee bit. You always embellish a wee bit.
And don't bring up how awful flamethrowers are.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Don't bring that up.
Smart.
Off he toddles?
Yeah.
But not you, Rover. There's one other thing we need to do.
Get armor and guns.
No,
No, it's actually time for the formal dinner.
Oh.
But first of all, there is a small matter we need to discuss.
I just needed to walk off some stress.
Not
No.
relevant.
we've talked this over, and through your actions in the past few missions, we're promoting you. Comes with no more responsibility, no more actions, but
You get to know more things.
you get to know more things, so there's...
For example, I'd like you to meet someone who's part of our organization. Sergeant.
Former cadet Rodriguez.
Welcome to the White Council.
I remember that name.
Well, the White Council.
You,
Well, half of it.
you will meet the rest at another stage, but the main reason why we've kept it from yous is... we'll explain more about it later on. It's just this is not the right place to explain the whole lot, but at least with her being here, you can understand why we deal with her a lot.
Okay, and I'm guessing this is a super secret?
That's why we didn't tell you before now. Your expense and responsibilities basically just include keeping that secret.
But it means that you now know you can fully trust her with everything. I mean, imagine it. I get kidnapped and the person you call is actually the correct person to call. Yeah.
Yes, good intuition there. Rodriguez.
I'm actually quite pleased I was able to steal you away from Seasick. It would have been a tragedy to let your
Skills.
good girl.
He tried.
She eats the...
Managed to overcome your racial handicaps quite handily.
Hey, I've seen Greatest American Hero. I know they're not that bad.
You know they bad.
Also, she's eating human MREs.
Yeah. These are tastier.
I want to know that they say, "Oh, this one's peach cobbler." My fucking ass, it is.
What you mean is it's
It
orange.
actually tastes better than peach cobbler, but it don't taste like peach cobbler. It tastes like grey. You know, like you would imagine asbestos tastes
That-
like.
That fucking gets me that fucking pet food these days is flavoured like human food.
Beef minestrone.
Yeah.
No, it's just so you can feel better about feeding your dog
Especially
horses'
that
noses.
fucking fancy feast shit for cats.
Yeah.
Like,
Cats are fussy enough, don't
Yeah.
Look. They'll come back and eat it when they get hungry enough.
caviar, foie gras, flaming on, or something, I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Or should it be offering to share? Offers the sergeant the other half of the biscuit.
Those are human treats. Sorry, can't have them.
Oh. Is it that?
Have a big.
Thank you. But yes, we should talk about this further on the Citadel.
For some reason, I keep thinking of a puppy. Oh,
Now, This doesn't technically put you higher on the rank chart than Zardoz, so you probably can't go bossing him around. But
Oh, if I feel the need to, I'll try anyway.
No more than you already do.
yes, we have to help him overcome his problems and crashing my ship. Excuse me, I feel the need to go mingle. Mingle.